Milwaukee Brewers have a new training facility they're raving about right now, but this used to be called Maryvale Stadium, and now they're going by the name of American Family Fields of Phoenix.
Well, they found somebody here in the area to support all the efforts being made by the Brewers themselves, and Mark Atanasio always behind improving, renovating, and spending money properly to make sure the fans have a good experience at the ballpark. And what we see is they're making it more cozy for the minor leaguers to be a little closer, for certain things to be arranged a little bit better. You talk about the training facilities, and even the medical staff quite happy with how things have gone and have been arranged. And it's always been pretty cool because this is a sunken diamond. You don't see these much anymore, and I think it's pretty unique. Even the way the ball travels here in this ballpark through the years, we've seen some fun things happen here in this ballpark, some long balls, Terry, and a lot of fun experiences here all throughout.
Yeah, when you walk into the stadium, as Jose mentioned, the field below ground. So when you're coming in, you just went through the entrance areas here at this ballpark. You have to walk down to your seat. The highest row of seats here is actually at ground level, and then the rest of the seats are all below ground. So kind of an intimate setting here for baseball. They have the lawn seating here at this stadium as well. Out there in left center and right center. We are just about ready for baseball. First batter up for the Angels today will be David Fletcher. He's playing in left field for the Angels this afternoon. And Fletcher this spring trying to get things going on the offensive side. So far here in the Cactus League, hitting 143. So getting the sign is Freddy Peralta. He's ready. And here's the first pitch today. That's right in there for a called strike. We're underway, and the count 0-1. Peralta last year made 2 relief appearances and 14 starts for the Brewers. Here's his next pitch, and that's right in there. And Jose, he was a guy who last season threw his four-seam fastball almost 80% of the time, the highest rate in all of Major League Baseball as far as relying on that one pitch, the four-seamer. And there's one right there, and that is cut on and missed, and Fletcher is out on strikes, got him swinging one away.
There's a reason why he could now elevate and have a better idea on how to set it up by just a couple of inches here and there, showing the hitter a different look and having way more carry now that his mechanics are more in check. Because last season, too, Terry, you talk about that four-seamer, it was also trying to force the issue on finding command because the walks were huge of an issue. 40 walks and 78 in the third innings for Peralta.
So the next batter is Justin Bour, the big Angel first baseman, left-handed hitter. Bour's had a couple of home runs in limited at-bats this spring. First pitch, that's a fastball outside. Peralta will throw a curveball, but he's going to rely on that fastball, and it's not as if it's a blazing fastball, but he is a guy who feels confident in working with pretty much 2 pitches quite a bit. There's one that's a little bit outside, and the count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. Our game time temperature 62 degrees here in the Valley. Back in Milwaukee right now it's 52, so it's not that much colder there. And our first pitch today was at 107. There's one a little bit outside, and it's now a 3-0 count on Bour. Around the infield, Aguilar is at first base, Moustakas at second for the Brewers. They have Shaw at third, and Arcia is the shortstop. Corey Ray in left, Christian Yelich in center. Ben Gamel is the right fielder. The catcher, Eric Kratz. Ryan Braun is DHing, and Freddy Peralta pitching. And on the 3-0, he missed on that one. And Justin Bour has a 4-pitch walk. He's on. Angels first base runner today, and the next batter will be the DH, Kevin Smith.
Oh, glad to see Justin Bour back on the field, and also see Justin Bour get a green light on that 3-0. Eventually, the way he took just told me he was ready to pull that trigger had it been in the zone.
So here's Kevin Smith, one of the Angel catchers, although DHing here today. He's hitting .292 this spring. Takes that pitch for a called strike.
Terry, still that number 2 catching spot up for grabs between Smith, Dustin Garno really making a push along with Briseño. One thing the Angels have done, and Brad Osmus has at least given Kevin Smith plenty of at-bats as a designated hitter.
Here's the next pitch to him, and that was off speed. That one A pitch taken for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The home plate umpire is Stu Sherwater. The umpires on the bases, Mike Winters, Ted Barrett, and Alfonso Marquez.
Not a bad pitch. Something that the Brewers would like to see more of, especially early in counts as a strike there for Peralta, that curveball.
He's ready, and the right-hander from the stretch delivers. This is lifted in the air and hit into right center field. That ball's carrying out in right center, chasing after it, and making the catch right near the rim of the track is Gamble. And that will be the second out. Smith gave it a pretty good ride the opposite way, but he's retired. 2 gone here in the Angels' first inning, and Jared Parker will be the next batter.
Doesn't it seem like anytime the Angels are playing against a team where Gamble is, he catches everything?
Yeah.
He's got the hair flowing, he's got the style, he's got the athleticism. Now also new colors.
Former Mariner last few years. Ben Gamble now with Milwaukee. So the batter is Jared Parker. As Jose ran down the lineup, and you're hearing the batters as they step up to the plate for the Angels here in the first inning. The Angels have not brought too many regulars here for this ball game. And that had a little something to do with the Angels playing a night game last night. First one of the spring for the Angels.
Which also saw the San Diego Padres go out there and put a premium line of players from the time the game started till the very end.
Yeah.
And that made a big difference in how the game ended, really.
Here's the next pitch, and that one is chased and missed by Jared Parker, so he's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Parker's hitting a little over 300 this spring. A couple home runs for him. Former San Francisco Giant. Outfielder, he's playing center field for the Angels here today. Peralta is making his 3rd start this spring here for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's not allowed to run. Only 4 innings coming in, and there's a 2-strike pitch taken by Parker, and he is out looking, and the inning is over. Error strikeouts for Peralta. The Angels leave a runner. We're headed to the
One nothing lead as the Angels send Cesar Puello up to the plate. Right-handed batter will be Puello, Briseño, and Rengifo. Here against Peralta, who struck out 2 of the first 4 batters he faced in that first inning.
So digging in for the Angels is Puello, as we have the right-hander against right-hander. Peralta's pitch, and a big cut and a miss. Well, we'd like to welcome all those that are joining us on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and also on Fox Sports. Understand we're on Fox Sports Wisconsin today.
That was a great efforting right there, Terry. Nice job. Welcome.
There you go.
Always good to talk to the folks.
Bounced on the right side. That's going to skip on through. Ben Gamble will throw it back in from right field, but Puello has the Angels' first hit. Leadoff single to start things off in the second inning.
Terry, that's what we like to find out. All the information we can to make sure we connect with the right audience. So,
right.
Wisconsin, welcome aboard. Your Brewers are looking really good.
And, of course, back to Southern California on Fox Sports West today. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of Angels Baseball may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball. So here is Jose Briseño, the Angel catcher. And the first pitch on him, he chases that one. It was up and in for strike 1. Briseño hitting 188 this spring. .239 batting average last year with the Angels. He was in 46 games with the Halos last year.
I don't want to think about Briseño. Throughout the spring, he has been swinging as hard as he can.
Peralta set, next pitch, and a big cut and a miss there by Briseño.
Is that big enough, Terry, of a swing?
Yep.
Wow.
He's not getting cheated.
He's about to twist himself out there and fall.
Briseño, as he heads back into the batter's box, kind of shaking his head a little bit. Not happy with the results in the first couple swings here against Peralta.
Which means you got to go out there and cut it down a little bit. This guy throws hard enough.
And there's one that's chased and missed, and he kept going right after him, up and in, and struck him out on 3 pitches.
This is a solid 94 upstairs again. Fletcher, fastball upstairs. He got Parker looking, fastball inside. Well placed, and with Briseño in those swings, is only indicating to the pitcher, well, if it's going to be that big, why should I go to anything but a fastball?
So the batter is Rengifo, switch hitting second baseman for the Angels, who last year played in AA and AAA.
We haven't seen a lot of Rengifo here as of late.
We haven't. But he's going to get some at-bats here in this one. Here's the pitch, and that's in there on the outside part of the plate. Peralta, last season, Jose kind of alluded to this, had some command issues, but so far today throwing some strikes, already striking out 3.
He also had the punch out in him too, 96 strikeouts in 78 and 1/3 innings. 11 strikeouts per 9. But the walks, about 4.5, also per 9. Trying to carve his way into the rotation. And Jhoulys Chacín, former Angel, already announced as the opening day starter for the Brewers, and well deserved. Chacín, 15 wins last year, led the major leagues with 35 starts. Unheard of nowadays.
Here's the pitch. That's popped foul over on the left side. That's going to get back and out of play. Nice crowd here today. This is one of those ballparks where a lot of fans can go out in the lawn areas behind the walls here at this ballpark. So fans are all spread out. Blankets out there everywhere.
At one point, threatened to not be a home for the Brewers, but things were taken care of by ownership in the city.
Here's the next delivery, and Rengifo takes that one outside. So it's a 1-2 count. We're in the second. Angels down 1-0 against Milwaukee. Infield playing it at double play depth. Outfield not too deep. Kind of bunched together. Both corner outfielders playing way off the lines. And here's the 1-2. And that one is chased and missed. So a lot of swings and misses here in the early going for the Angels. Peralta has struck out his 4th batter. And he's only faced 7 so far in the ballgame. So he's off to a good start. And back-to-back strikeouts in this inning. Here is Jose Rojas.
Rojas gets a start. Came in last night again. Played that second half of the game. Big base hit, a couple of RBIs against the lefty Aaron Loop.
He has been one of the Angels' top hitters this spring. Played last year A-ball and a little bit in AAA, and he cuts it that one, fouls that one off on the left side, backing out of play. 0-1 to count on the Anaheim native, Jose Rojas.
One of the best stories in camp. And he is not a non-roster invited. He is a minor league camper.
Toss again over to first base. Puello gets back to the bag in plenty of time. Lefty hitter at the plate. Jose Rojas is 26 years old. Hit .289 in the Angels minor league system a year ago with 17 home runs. Cuts at that one and misses it. So it's 0-2. Baldachin, who is getting the start at shortstop for the Angels, is the batter waiting on deck. He's hit the bat in this game. 2 outs, 2 strikes here on Rojas. 0-2 pitch. That's fouled back just to our left upstairs and out of play. Well, the Brewers will get out of the cold of Wisconsin next month, early in April, for that little 3-game series against the Angels. 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Big A.
Balmy today, as I mentioned, in Milwaukee, 52 degrees at game time. And 62 here in Phoenix.
Here's the next pitch, and that one misses high for a ball, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Peralta, a couple of reminders, tapping his back leg. Hey, not too fast, just make sure you stay tall.
When the Brewers play the Angels next month at the Big A, they'll play the Angels 3 times, have a day off on their road trip, and then the next 3 will be against the Dodgers. So they'll be anchored in Southern California for, well, basically a week, playing the Angels and the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and 3 straight strikeouts for Peralta after that leadoff hit by Cuello. So that's it for the Angels here in the
shortstop.
Next delivery, and that is right in there for a called strike.
And there, no doubt, this is the most looks we have seen from Bour, and the Angels giving him a chance at the big league side of camp that he's ever had in his career.
Next delivery, chases that one and misses it. The ball got away, though, from Kratz, and Baldacchini will hustle up to first base, and there's no throw, so it's a strikeout wild pitch, and he's on to start the inning off. Angel fans, join the Angels on Friday, April the 5th, when the Angels host the Texas Rangers. Game time will be at 7:07 at the Big A. The first 30,000 fans will receive a Mike Trout Silver Slugger bobblehead, courtesy of the Automobile Club of Southern California. You can visit angels.com/promotions. So going back to last inning, Peralta struck out the last 4, although the Angels get a base runner via strikeout here to start the inning off. And here's Fletcher, and he takes that one. It's in there, strike 1.
5 out of the last 6. Again, he's got it in him. 11 Ks per 9, as mentioned earlier. And the velocity today was seen as high as 94 miles an hour.
Toss over to first base. Baldacchini is back. Baldacchini does not run all that well. He's not a big base stealer by any stretch. He's getting a decent-sized lead, though. And there's a toss, and he had a dive back to the bag. Fletcher at the plate. He was a strikeout victim leading off this ball game. Infield, a double play depth. Here's the pitch on Fletcher, and he lifts this one high, and he hits it into left field, battling the sun out there, and unable to find the ball is Ray. It drops a few feet away from him, and that's going to be a loop hit for Fletcher. Wow, that one completely lost in the bright sunshine by the left fielder, Corey Ray.
Well, he sold it enough where Baldacchini was almost thinking about going back and tagging, even though the ball was not hit all that deep. And one of those days when there's no cloud, no background to fight against, or at least have a little more perspective against.
So the batter now is Bour, and the Angels have something brewing here. The first 2 have gotten on. And with any luck, Peralta could have 2 outs with no one on in this inning to pitch. That one is fouled back out of play, back behind the plate. It will be scored as a hit for Fletcher, although that's a ball that Ray really struggled with. But bright sunshine today here in the Valley. So we'll see if the Angels can take advantage of a couple of gift base runners here in this inning. Next pitch on Bour, and he swings and lifts the ball high. He hits it well out into right field, and that ball is out of here. Justin Bour takes that one out to right field. 3-run homer, and just like that, one swing of the bat, the Angels have a 3-1 lead.
Big man generates big-time power and almost without effort. It was a breaking ball, and he has seen nothing but fastballs coming into that one, including a very good look he got against Peralta during that walk in the first inning. Exit velocity 102 miles an hour. That was a nice launch angle there on that breaking ball for Justin Bour.
First home run allowed by Peralta this spring. And for Bour, that's the third homer he's hit for the Angels. At the plate now is Kevin Smith, and he chases the first pitch for strike one.
So a couple of breaks for the Angels, and they're able to bring the right man up. With one swing, change things around very quickly.
No balls, one strike. There's a swing and a miss by Smith, and the count 0-2.
And the sound off the bat, Terry, not as loud as it was over in Goodyear, but
right.
Nice soft touch to that one with plenty of carry.
Ball landed about a third of the way up the lawn area there behind the wall in right field. There's one that's fouled off on the right side by Smith. So he stays alive, 0-2. Peralta has a new baseball. He eyes the target of his catcher Kratz. We'll see what happens on another 0-2. And this is outside, a miss for a ball.
Last pitch, 97 miles an hour from Freddy Peralta. Try to ump up a little bit more here after the home run.
Yeah. That obviously got his attention. Peralta only goes about 5'11", 194-pounder, and the pitch. This is bounced on an easy hop right to the shortstop. Garcia has it, and he will throw out Smith. So that's the first out, and the batter now will be Jared Parker. Parker was called out on strikes. First time up in the first inning. The catcher Kratz just went out to have a quick word with Freddy Peralta.
Well, Terry, it is Pie Day, 3/14 today here. And the Brewers have a pretty cool promotion coming up at Miller Park. Kind of ties into Pie Day here today. Check this out, Terry. Math Day at Miller Park. That'll be May 8th against the Nationals. So school groups will have a chance to learn basic statistical principles through the game of baseball. Very fitting for this age. For so many kids that want to learn how to calculate some things, and so many numbers nowadays in baseball, and certainly a new way and nobody way to go out there and get it done.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up for me, Jose, because when you said it was Pie Day, immediately I was thinking
food.
Desserts. Yeah.
3.14, Terry.
Even though, you know, I'm eating a lot more healthier these days, but when you said Pie Day, I thought, well, you know, maybe pumpkin pie or apple pie.
It doesn't mean that cannot happen.
Coconut cream pie.
That's a winner.
Next delivery, and that one is chased and missed, and down goes Jared Parker, so he is a strikeout victim.
And your favorite pie, pizza pie.
Yeah, that would work too. Little have some pizza pie and then some coconut cream pie after that. Daily double.
But it's about math today, Terry. So
okay, well, I'm glad you filled me in.
It's about PI.
There you go. Here's the next batter. This is Cesar Puello, and that pitch is taken for ball one. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Peralta's next delivery, and that's inside. That pitch got away from him. It was an off-speed delivery. 2 balls and no strikes, the count. Big blow in this inning, a 3-run homer by Justin Bour, giving the Angels a 3-1 lead, and the next pitch, that's nowhere close. So all of a sudden, Peralta, after striking out Parker, has fallen behind 3-0 here on Puello. the pitch. That's on the inside corner. 3-1 to count.
I'm going to try to find you some ERAs that ended at 3.14 with some unknown names. Okay, let's do that.
All right. There's a pitch chased and missed. That was an up and in fastball, 94 miles per hour. So Peralta's battled back from 3-0 to get the count full here on Puello.
Terry, we found Mel Parnell, like in 1948 for the Boston. 15 and 8, 3.14. Quite fitting. Paul Voitek, 1957 Detroit, 3.14. I know we all know this name better. New York Mets, Jerry Koosman.
Yeah, the lefty Jerry Koosman.
1970, 3.14. And Fernando Valenzuela, 1986.
Know that name very well.
314. So now we can all send him a pie. Celebrate.
3 balls and 2 strikes. No one on. Couple outs. We'll see what gives here as Puello waits the pitch, and he's going to draw a walk. That one was low and outside, so after battling all the way back to get a full count, Peralta walks Puello. It's the second batter he's walked in this ball game. He's going to continue. So Briseño, batter number 7 in the inning. Chases the first pitch, and that's a foul tip. Briseño, when he batted last inning against Peralta, did not have a good at-bat. He ended up striking out, and he just seemed frustrated in that at-bat, so we'll see if he can recover.
And he's playing right into Peralta's hands, who starts him again with another fastball. Above the letters.
Been working him up and in. Puello has a fair lead over there at first base, not a big base stealer, and there's an off-speed pitch that when blocked, it's a ball.
Well, Peralta able to control the running game fairly nice last year. Only 3 stolen bases allowed, 1 caught stealing with him on there. Also trying to get better and more efficient. He averaged almost 18 pitches per inning last year when he made those 14 starts and 2 relief appearances for Milwaukee.
The Brewers have some action, a lefty up in their bullpen right now, and there's another one chased and missed. So Briseño just can't make contact here against Peralta. He's had a lot of swings and misses against them.
Got Eric Kratz back there, savvy veteran. Just reading swings, watching the guy's feet. Does a very good job in guiding along the staff. Taking those numbers, applying them, and see how it all applies once you are between the white lines. Look at that glove upstairs.
There's the delivery, and that one is chased and missed, and you just kind of get the feeling that Briseño is having trouble picking up the baseball against Peralta. A pair of strikeouts, and that will end the inning. But the Angels get the 3 spot on the Bour homer. We're going to the bottom of the stand. That's out in the outfield. Trent Grisham is in the game. Christian Yelich gets the rest of the game off. Grisham out there in center field, former first-round pick of the Brewers. That was back in 2015. So that's the only move at the moment. They still have Peralta out on the mound as we begin the 4th inning. Angels trailing the Brewers 4-3.
Call it a day for the MVP, and what a day it was.
First pitch on its way. This is Rengifo batting, and he takes ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
That could use some good news, Terry. Keep Yelich producing, keep a healthy lineup from here out. Concerns about Jeremy Jeffress, their elite reliever, who, as of right now, because of the shoulder fatigue, looks like he's going to start the season under the save list.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Barely been able to throw here in camp.
Next next pitch, that one again taken for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And that one is way outside. You can sense that the starter Peralta was a little off balance on that delivery, so he's fallen behind 3-1.
Every time he rushes, but he rushes getting into the delivery, not coming out of it.
And the next delivery, that is a fastball that misses outside, so that'll be a 5-pitch walk. Rengifo is aboard. Angels have a base runner. Angels have had the leadoff man on in each of the last 3 innings. That walk allowed is the 3rd in the ball game by Peralta. And that's going to spark more action in their bullpen down the right side. Jose Rojas at the plate, struck out his first time up. Lefty batter, and the first pitch nowhere close. That's way high and outside, and the catcher Kratz was about ready to go out to the mound, and then he said something to the home plate umpire and decided not to make a mound visit. Guess that's another thing that Major League Baseball has been exploring, cutting down the mound visits.
We're going to get into some of the new rules that we're reading into here this morning.
Here's the pitch. It's fouled off on the left side. That's going to get back and out of play.
Rojas just missing some. He was taking some big hacks. With his 2-strike approach last time out, he took some big swings. And before Peralta polish him off.
Here's the 1-1, and that one is tipped foul right to by the plate. Effective for the 2019 season, I guess the number of mound visits is going to be cut from 6 to 5. One ball, 2 strikes.
Among other news.
Yeah, the change in the roster size and the trading deadline. There goes the runner in the pitch. This is lifted in the air to center field. Grisham is going back, the new center fielder, and he doesn't make the catch. He battled the sun out near the warning track and did not come up with that one. So the outfield play here for the Brewers has been shaky in the early going. Ray and now the new center fielder Grisham. That ball should have been caught. But the Angels have runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, threatening to get some runs on the board. Batter will be Baldacchini.
It'll be a double for Rojas, and the Angels catch another break there. Well driven. And good route all the way around with Grisham. He pretty much fooled all of us thinking he had it all under control, but the sun continues to be an issue for the outfielders here today.
And it's kind of strange because it's been an issue for the Milwaukee outfielders. They're used to playing in this stadium. The Angel outfielders have been fine as far as fly balls so far. So here's Baldacchini with a chance to get the Angels back on the board, and he swings at the first pitch, and the 9-hole hitter today fouls that one back behind the plate. Baldacchini reached on a strikeout wild pitch that was leading off last inning.
And for Baldacchini is just to take a step back and watch the defense and what they're giving him before he gets too big with that swing, which was too big in that first swing he took. They're giving you a chance to get a run in with a ground ball up the middle.
Here's the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. Yeah, it's funny, you look at that scoreboard, and the Angels are the only team of the two with an error, but the Brewers have had some balls that should have been outs turn into hits.
And the Angels capitalize on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Baldacchini asks for time, steps out of the box.
Well, Peralta has had to make a couple of extra pitches on plays that had not been made and put him into really stressful situations.
Right-hander is set, and here's the next one. This is lifted in the air down the right field side, pushing foul, and it's going to get back to the seats and out of play. Fans, don't forget there's no room for compromise when you're making a quality shake. That's why In-N-Out uses real ice cream to make a shake that's refreshingly rich and deliciously smooth. Pure and simple. That's dedication to quality you can taste.
Terry, that's everywhere and with everything.
Yep. We can get In-N-Out here in the valley. Two strikes to count on Balduquin.
Balduquin choking up a little bit now on the bat.
Here's the next delivery, and that's outside on him. 1-2.
Something you don't see very often nowadays is Balduquin watch his barrel and the top of that bat with that cup and where it's pointing as he stands there. That's a long loop to come back. If you're not on time, he will not be able to catch up with anything. Julio Franco.
Next delivery, and that is a called third strike. He gave him a fastball, and he took it, and he is out on strike, so that's the first out. And that might be it as far as Peralta in this ballgame, and sure enough, they are going to go to the bullpen. So Peralta will leave. We have a break in the action, a pitching change. When we get back, Angels still batting here in the fourth inning. Trailing the Brewers 4-3, but threatening when we get back on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports.